Google, Instagram, and Twitter had a baby, it would give you Pinterest. Now, I'm going to show you in this video why you should not be neglecting Pinterest going into 2020 and how to make money on Pinterest. Hey, fellow dadpreneurs, Adam Dukes here, and in this video, like I said, I'm going to show you a platform, Pinterest, that I neglected over the last several years, never really took it seriously. Rocking the old Dadpreneur shirt, you can order yours down below at the link totaldads.com/shop, but do that after this video. This video is important. I was talking to a buddy of mine a few months ago. I really like Twitter. It's great for driving traffic to anything, website, blog, YouTube videos. It's the #1 traffic source on this YouTube channel is Twitter. It's great for connecting and networking with other entrepreneurs, other people. It's also, years ago I found out and I joke around about it, but I'm dead serious. It's very therapeutic. It's therapeutic for me. There's some accounts that I follow on there. If I'm having a shitty day, I can go to their feed and kind of scroll for a couple minutes, and that frown turns right upside down. It's amazing. So there's a lot of benefits to Twitter. Like I said, driving the traffic I really like. I never really got into Instagram. I tried it. I mainly upload pictures of the kids. That's basically a photo album. But for business purposes, I just couldn't get it to work for me. It's really hard to drive traffic. You have to send them to your bio. You can only have one URL. And not to say it doesn't work, I just wasn't a fan of it. And so I was talking to my buddy. I was like, man, it'd be really cool if there was something like Twitter with Instagram combined with images, but being able to drive traffic. And then a couple weeks ago, about a month ago, I stumbled upon a video on the importance of Pinterest. I have no idea how I found it, and it hit me. And then I thought to that conversation with my buddy, this is perfect, And also, Pinterest is a search engine. That's where the Google part comes in. So people are searching for solutions to their problem, and then they are going to click on images. So if you can create an eye-catching, captivating image, you are going to get the traffic. And over the last several weeks, I've really dove deep into Pinterest, reading all about it, watching videos about it, and it can be a serious, serious traffic driver. Now, I would have, like I said, I signed up for it years and years ago, didn't really play around with it. My mom is on it and active on it and sends me the latest recipe of the green bean casserole that I could give two shits about. But it is really good for business. And in this video, I want to share a couple stats with you on why to use Pinterest, how to use it, a couple big accounts that I've noticed, a couple things that they have in common, how you can kind of model them, and then of course how you can make money on the platform. So let's dive right in. All right, so why Pinterest? So here's a stat I pulled out from Google. Pinterest has 291 million monthly active users. Monthly and active. So not just accounts, these are active monthly users. So that's about 1/3 of a billion people on Pinterest. And then the next stat, I know what you're probably thinking, yeah, but it's all females, it's all women. Yes, the good majority of it is. It's 80% women and 10% men. But as you can see, it increased over time from 14% in 2013 to 20.5% in 2019. I imagine that number will slowly continue to increase. However, I'd like to make the argument is if your target market is men, of course, which mine is. If it's not, then this doesn't really matter. But it's more of a blue ocean. I don't want to say it's wide open for men on Pinterest, but there's certainly not nearly enough competition. Now, you don't want to use Pinterest if your target market's not on it. Of course, I'm a big believer in using a social media channel where your target market is at. So here is a brand that I came across a couple weeks ago. I've never heard of this brand, Real Men, Real Style. As you can see, this is a big name brand. He's using a photo of a picture of himself, not the logo, and I'm going to touch on that in just a second here. But as you can see, he's got 10 million monthly viewers. And then he's got 360,000 followers and about 58,000 pins. Now, I know what you're thinking, holy shit, that is a lot of followers and a lot of pins. And in a couple slides, I'm going to show you how to get more followers and how to get more pins and how to automate the process, the pin part. Here is another profile, Cat Sullivan. So this is a personal brand. As you can see, 3 million monthly viewers, 36,000 followers, and a little over 13,000 pins. Another one is this Alexis Schroeder, 1.1 million viewers, 33,000 followers, and about almost 74,000 pins. And then another one, Ashley, 1.6 million viewers, and 38,000 followers, and a little over 52,000 pins. So the common theme that I see of these big Pinterest pages are they have a lot of followers and they have a lot of pins. So here is mine. Like I said, I think it's day 23 or 24. So this is step number 1. You want to set up your profile. So I started with the logo here, the Total Dads logo. However, I changed it because a lot of people that I saw, whether it was a brand, whether it was a personal brand or a personal person, a lot of them use a image of themselves. As you can see, the Real Men, Real Style that we just saw, he has 10 million views, and it's a picture of himself. So I switched it from the logo back to the picture of myself. And then I have the name here is Total Dads. Dad's blog is a keyword. Dad's life is another keyword. And then also in my description here, let me move this here. A dad's blog, once again, using that keyword again, helping dads improve their mindset, health, relationships, wealth. All 4 of these are keywords. Granted, they're very broad keywords. And then I use Dad's life once again. Then I use the hashtag Dad life, dads, and then dad for 2 more hashtags. So that's kind of how I have my bio structured, and then this is kind of the home page of your profile on Pinterest. So that's step number 1. Step number 2 is create 10 boards. So as you can see, I have 22 boards right now, and you'll add to it. You don't have to have 500 boards day 1. You just slowly add to it. I think I started with, I don't know, 7 or 8, and then I just kept adding, oh, that's a good idea. You know what? I don't have a board for this. So, as you can see, I have Dadpreneur, Mastering Your Mind. I'm really big on mindset. Talk about that all the time. Side hustles for dad, dad memes. This one is dad quotes, single dad tips, marriage tips for dads, inspiration for dads, dad tips, and then I have a few more boards as well. So, step number 2, you want to create 10 boards. And you want to optimize each board. So you get like a area where you can add in a description. I didn't know the importance of this until very, very recently. So I used a hashtag here. Are you a dadpreneur or maybe an aspiring one? This board is dedicated to help you make money, which is a keyword, with affiliate marketing. These are all keywords. Blogging, e-commerce, dropship, SMMA, social media marketing agency, passive income, to name a few. You'll find tips, tricks, resources, and how-to guides on how to earn money without sacrificing your family time. And then I use a couple more a couple more hashtags at the end. So you want to do this on each board. So individual people can follow boards, or they can follow all of your boards. And then you can also create sections, which I just recently did. So I have a section on blogging. I have a section on email marketing. I have a section on social media marketing. I have a section on affiliate marketing. So you can create different sections within it. Because Dadpreneur is kind of pretty broad, with the online marketing space. So I kind of split it up. Each of these keywords, pretty much, I split up into a different section, and then I can pin my pins in that specific section. The third step is add 10 pins to each board. Now, this is super easy to do. You just add pins. You want to add some of your own if you have a blog, where you can create website content, landing pages. This right here is my pin to my blog. This one here, this one here, this one. Actually, nope, this one is not. But these 3 right here are all mine. That's all that I can see here. But you want to mix in. You want to share other people's content or pin other people's content, but you also want to pin your own content. So adding 10 pins. So in total, that's 100 pins. So how to gain followers. Let's exit out of here. So what I do is how to gain followers. Just this week I started doing this, and I'm noticing more and more followers. So I follow a bunch of people. So what I do is I go up in the search thing here. So I'm going to search for dads, and then the drop down here, you can select if you want to look for pins, your pins, product pins, video, people, or boards. So I'm going to look for people, and then what I would do is find the popular dads. So this Lunchbox Dad has a pretty big following, 28,000. What I would do is click on his profile. I would go to community, and I'm going to follow all the people he follows. So here's his followers. Here's the people he's following, because that's kind of, I don't want to say he's endorsing them in any way, but he's following these people. So they're probably, this is probably good people to follow. So you just go through and kind of click follow. Now, Pinterest limits you. It seems about 20 to 25, and then they'll cut you off. They'll stop you. I find it on the phone much easier to be able to do. You just click with your thumb. You go through, click 20 and a half hour, an hour, go through, click 20 again, half hour, hour, click 20 again. It takes about a minute or 2 on the phone to do. And then you could just kind of click and follow these people. I typically click here, and then I kind of just scroll through. Again, on the phone, it's much, much easier. I try to follow people who they're obviously not all in my industry or niche, but I do want to follow moms because they're going to see the total dads and they're going to be intrigued about dad tips and things like that. They might share that with their husband. That's the whole goal. Or they're following. So I kind of just go through and I follow people, and then about a quarter or so people will follow you back. So that's how you gain followers. That's kind of the manual process. I've kind of in a search for finding a software to automate the process, but that is how I've been following people. As you can see, here's my profile here. So we just followed some people. So I have 312 followers. If I refresh, I think we just followed probably 5 or 10 people. So from that 312, we're at 320. So followed 8 people just now. But just that's kind of a daily thing. I just go through and follow people. I do it 4 or 5 times a day, 10, 15, 20 people. Again, on the phone, it's a lot easier to do. Unfortunately, you can't do 100 in a row. Pinterest won't allow it. So you're going to just do it throughout your day. As you're going to the bathroom, a perfect example. Pull out the phone and go follow 20 people. And then, like I said, the people will eventually follow you back. So that's how you gain followers. Now, how to automate your schedule, the post. So this is a software called Tailwind. There's a link down in the description down below. You get I think it's 2 months free if you buy, through that link. It's a free like 2 month, or a free 30-day trial. So I definitely recommend it. I'm going to get a quick walkthrough. This software does a lot, so I'm going to do a quick walkthrough. As you can see, I literally just started this. Today's the 22nd. My follower count was, it's slowly increasing, but this is the one I want to show you. So since I started, I have 881 pins. It's been like 23 days, I think, like I said. So I've been averaging about 38 pins in every single day. So I've pinned 285 times in the last 7 days. So about 40 pins a day is what I'm averaging over the last week. And again, I'm not manually doing this. I'm using this software. I do some manual, but I'm doing this software to automate a lot of it. So what it is called, again, it's called Tailwind. And again, I could probably have 3-hour-long videos explaining it. So what you can do is you can schedule the pins. So as you can see, I have 120 scheduled pins, and then I have 26 in my draft folder. As you can see today, here are my scheduled pins going out. As you can just kind of hover over, this is a shirt of mine, so it's going to post at 6:02 tonight. Here's another one. This is a pin from somebody else. This post at 6:21 tonight. And this one posted at 6:28. This post to my workouts for dads. And as you can see, I post about 12 to 15 pins every single day. Again, this is all automated. And how you do that is if you go to Pinterest, let's search for confidence. I find confidence is a very, very popular one for men. And what you can do is you can manually pin it right here to all your boards right here. So my Dadpreneur board, I click here, and then I have all the sections down below. Or if I want to schedule the pin, you see this little tail, I guess you could call it, the tailwind. All I have to do, I already scheduled this one, so let's do this one. I'll click here. I just close out this, but it adds it into my drafts inside of Tailwind. And so I can kind of go through, you literally can go through, kind of see what you like. I've already did the confidence one. I think this one maybe. So click here, close out. How to text like an alpha male, close out. 23 things when you're asked for free consulting. That's a good one for dadpreneurs. And then you kind of just go through. So you can manually pin. So I just kind of do a mix. I do some manual pins and then schedule. And then when you go back to Tailwind here, what you'll do is you'll go to your drafts here. And we'll see all the ones that I just recently did. Actually, I might have to refresh this. Nope. Okay, there we go. So the self-confidence, the text like a male, the consulting, free consulting, and then basically what you do is I'm going to do Dadpreneur board, click here. We have to do, this is a bad example. So sometimes you have to enter the pin title and the description. Most times it's already in there for you, so we're going to just exit this one out just for time purposes. So I have a thing called Dad Tips. And then single dad would be a good one too. So you can post to multiple boards if you want. And then if you wanted to post to your Facebook page, which is really cool, I've done that before too. And then you just add to queue. and then it's going to add right up in here on my schedule. And then you just kind of go through, and this is confidence, so I'm going to do tips. And then I'm also going to do mastering your mind. That's a good one for the confidence. And then you scroll down and click add to queue. And again, it adds to the schedule. And then what you can do is if you pin a bunch, and you can shuffle the queue. So you just click shuffle, and it'll shuffle all these up, which is kind of nice if you pin a bunch of your own stuff and you don't want yours pinning back to back to back to back. So that is how you schedule the pins. No, so how do you make money from this? That's what you want to know. So how you make money is you can drive traffic to anything, to your website, to your blog, to your sales page, to your landing page, to someone else's sales page, to a piece of software, whatever it is. Now, I recommend you drive your traffic to like a blog post. Now, I would not recommend driving it just to a sales page. This is not going to sell it. This is an example I want to share. I would drive it to a blog post to pre-sell it, or an advertorial, or some people call it like a bridge page. But you want to send it to somewhere where you can give them a little bit more information. They're very likely, they might click the image, which is great if you send it to a sales page, but it's going to be hard to sell it unless it's like a very, very cheap product. So, for example, how to make $175.69 per day on Pinterest. And when you click on this image, it takes you to his website, to a blog post, where it goes into a little more detail on how to make money on Pinterest. Survey Junkie, that is an affiliate link. If you click there and if you sign up for Survey Junkie, you get paid, I don't know what it is, a couple dollars, $10, $20 maybe. Maybe you get paid per survey that they fill out. I'm not sure. Next one is Tailwind, the software that I just showed you. If they click on Tailwind and they purchase Tailwind, he will get a kickback. I think you get like a free month or something. I'm not exactly sure what Tailwind you get. But that is how this guy is doing it. And that's the way to do it. You want to send them to something where you can give them value, educate them, and then if they want to buy the product, they can. So that's one example. Another example here is the same different niches, I should say. Dare to be skinny, weight loss secrets from a 40-year-old woman who lost 60 pounds in 5 months. This is a little bit different. So when you click on this one, it opens up. This is basically a sales page. Oh, this is an advertorial. I'm sorry. So this is an advertorial. What this is it's like a piece of content that is an ad, but it looks like it's more like a blog post. I guess you could say this is a blog post too, but I would call it an advertorial. So you scroll down, you read it. I'm sure they tell some type of a story. It looks like it with with some of the things I'm seeing, the quotes and all that. They have some images, and then here's my brother-in-law's video you should watch. When you click on the image here, now you're taken to the sales page, or a VSL, video sales letter. And then the next one is another weight loss one. It's very similar. She lost 40 pounds in 30 days. When you click on this one takes you this is basically to a sales page. So this, I'm sure it probably, I don't know if it's an advertorial actually. I bet you this is advertorial / sales page, because it looks like this one, this will take you to the sales page. VSL, video sales letter, once again. So that is how I would recommend doing it, is creating pins to send to an advertorial and or a blog post and or a video to kind of pre-sell them, educate them, give them value in some way. And then if they want to take it a step further, they can click on the link that'll send them to the sales page, VSL, whatever it is. So most likely this product right here, they probably found on a website called Clickbank. So this is a website that people put their digital products for sale, and you can promote them, and they will pay you an affiliate commission. A lot of times it's about 50%. It's anywhere from 25% to, I've seen up to 100%. So these are all the different categories here. So business and investing. So Forex. So if this is a course right here, if you sold it through your link, through your special link, you would make $208. This one right here, $25, and so on and so forth. You can go through, you can kind of play around with it a bit. There are products for everything imaginable: health and fitness, home and garden, languages, mobile, parenting and families, politics, current events, self-help, software, services, sports, travel, spirituality, new age, and alternative beliefs. Like I said, anything that you can think of, there is some type of an online course, online training, something that's digital that you can promote and you get paid for. So, like I said, leverage this style, this create pins that they're similar to this, and then drive the traffic to Again, some type of a blog post, some type of an advertorial, something to pre-sell them, and then have the links throughout the blog post, throughout the advertorial, definitely at the bottom of the blog post. So this is another Clickbank. I'm not sure on the payments. They change it. I think it's every 30 days. Some people don't like that. So another example is Jvzoo. This is one I've been using for years and years. I remember when it launched back in, I think 2011, maybe 2012. This is more for online businesses. They do have other, as you can see, the categories. I don't think their library is as big as Clickbank. Actually, I know it's not. Business, finance, education, entertainment, gambling system. A lot of internet marketing products, though. A ton of internet marketing products. Self-improvement software, writing, speaking. What I like about Jvzoo is it's instant payment. So if you sell something for $50 and it's 50% commission, you're going to get $25 the second that payment goes through via PayPal. That's what's really cool about Jvzoo. That's kind of the differentiation from Jvzoo and Clickbank is instant payouts. I don't believe Clickbank does that. I'm almost positive they don't. They might have a 7-day window or 14. Last I knew it was a 30-day window, though. I think some vendors are allowed 7 and 14 days. You'd have to go in and look through that. But so those are the two the Clickbank is probably the biggest one. I was trying to say is definitely the biggest marketplace, and then Jvzoo is a great alternative that I have a ton of experience with. So last but not least is you need to create pins, obviously. So Canva is a great website. It's completely free. They do have a paid version, but it's completely free. As you can see, I have a couple pins that I created here, a couple pins here, a couple ones that I bought, a couple templates that I've bought from people. But basically what you can do is Pinterest, graphic, and then they have a ton of different layouts for you, different templates that are very easy to edit. So you could go through here. Let's just use this one for example purposes. You can swap out the images very easily. So you can go over here to photos. Let's say we were promoting some type of recipes. Healthy food, and one we could do is just go over here, grab these images, just go like that. Whoops, that's a paid one. We want to just use free ones. Oh, we already used that one. This one, and this is a free one as well. So let's say we could say top 52 recipes to lose weight in 2020. Something like that. Obviously, it'd be a little bit better than that. Foodie blogger. Put your name there. I'm struggling coming up with words. We'll just delete that. Actually, I would put your URL here.com. And then if you wanted to add your logo, you could do that. You can, there's over here, you can upload your own images if you have your own images or your logo, things like that. See, the light is quite bright. Okay, there we go. So you can upload different images and that, but that's kind of something you do. Let's change this to, I don't like this color. Change it to like orange. And let's see if we can make that text a little bit bigger. You know what, we're going to delete this part and just kind of move it here. We'll stretch it out a bit. There we go. That's not too bad. And then what you do is, there's quite a bit of white space there. I don't like that. Let's space this out a little bit more. There we go. That looks better. That's actually pretty decent. And then what I do is you can publish it right to Pinterest from here. I don't like doing that. I just download it. And then we will go back over to Pinterest. I'm not going to post this, obviously, because I don't have anything to do with recipes. But you could click the plus sign here, create pin. And what you would do is click this image here, or click this button here, I'm sorry. And I'm going to go to downloads. Computer is awfully slow tonight. All right, and then you would add your title up here, top 52 recipes to lose weight in 2020. And then you want to do your description here, and then you would add your link to your blog post, your advertorial, your pre-sales page, your bridge page, whatever the hell you want to call it. You would add the URL right here. All right, so I just wrote out a quick description. Are you looking to lose weight in 2020? In this blog post, I share 52 recipes to help you trim the fat fast. Most of these recipes will take less than 30 minutes from start to finish. Then I added a couple hashtags. I would add in the link to, like I said, the blog post, the advertorial, the pre-sales page right here. And then again, throughout the blog post, you would link to a weight loss product, to a recipe product. Maybe you're selling recipes, something along those lines. But that is pretty much how you do Pinterest, how you earn money on Pinterest. There you have it. That's the blueprint to start earning $100 a day on Pinterest. Like with any online business or really anything worthwhile, it's going to take consistency, a consistent effort. But remember, Pinterest is a search engine. So these pins and this foundational work you're doing right now is going to pay off not just next week and next month and 3 months down the road and 6 months down the road. It should pay off next year, the year after, the year after. If you have like evergreen content, meaning it's not going to expire, or it's not like a fad, like lifting weights. That's pretty evergreen. Getting in shape, that's pretty evergreen. Marketing fundamentals, that's pretty evergreen. It's going to still apply in a few years, just like it applied a few years ago. So remember that with when it comes to Pinterest. So what I like to do is I write down on my sheet of paper, I set like weekly goals. So I try to follow 300 people a week as an example, and then I try to do 500 pins a week. Again, just random examples. So right now it's Saturday night. I have my pins done for the week. I finished those this morning. I need to follow a lot more people by tomorrow night, being the end of the week, Sunday night. So I like to set weekly goals. If you set daily goals, do that. But what I've found to work really, really well is using the phone, the Pinterest app on the phone. I just downloaded it about a week ago. Much, much faster to follow people, much, much faster to pin from the app. Also, Tailwind, if you want to schedule pins, like I said, the link is down below. I have pins scheduled for weeks and weeks in advance. It literally takes about 10 minutes, maybe once a week, to schedule weeks and weeks in advance. So I would definitely check out Tailwind. It's a free 30-day trial. Give it a shot. If you don't like it, don't use it, or don't continue on after the 30 days. But I have a feeling if you're going to stick with it, you will really, really like it. So, hey, if you like these types of videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that little bell notification, because I put 2 new videos out each and every week for your viewing pleasure. As always, if you have comments, questions, or concerns, please drop them down below. I'll do my absolute best to answer them. If I can't answer them, I'll find someone who can, or I'll try my best to find someone who can, or point you in the right direction or the right resource. As always, thank you for watching. I truly do appreciate it.